Okay, so this is an update as requested on where Tomb Finance is with regard to the debt repayment. If you like the content, please like, subscribe and comment. So let's get down to it. So as you can see, we're still around the 1.3 billion mark. We attempted to push 1.5 billion. And in the future that'll probably be the sort of bottom area. Once printing resumes, the price of T-shares will go back up again because of the fact that the amount of Tomb that has been printed will increase. So let's get into that. Let's work out how exactly it is that we calculate all of this. So on the website stats.tomb.finance. Now this is linked down below in the description. If you come here, you can see the so you have to scroll down, so near the very bottom and then up ever so slightly, you can see how much T-bonds have already been paid. So the T-bonds exist, and there is the same amount of Tomb existing in the treasury to offset those T-bonds for when they are redeemed. The new debt is this number over here, so this is the number that we're currently trying to repay. So what we do is we take these two numbers and we plug them into the spreadsheet over here. So if you are looking at the treasury Tomb balance, so that is the treasury Tomb balance, and you are looking at the treasury debt, there is the treasury debt. You then input the Tomb total supply, which is available from the home page here. You input, if we're talking about, so that then is going to take the 30 million away from the 150 million, and it's going to give you the net Tomb, and then it's going to take that number and it's going to put it up here, and then you're going to populate all of these numbers. So you're going to go to the masonry. So this is used to work out how much your share of the pie is going to be. So you take this number here, which is currently 35,000, and you input that into there, and then you take the my T shares staked. So right now this isn't my account, this is just an account. But that's the number that's in this account, so their representative amount, and this number is available on the home page again. So $3.15. Copy that, paste that into here, paste. Right, and then so you can now see that each epoch. Okay, you just have to update this number here as well. So you need to put this number to 1. So this is assuming a full print. You would receive 1.64 Tomb for that many T-shares. If we're talking about the debt, let's just assume that you've got one full T-share just to make the numbers easier for everybody. So currently, one full T-share would be paying 9.61 Tomb on the next print. So that's because 35% of the print goes to the two T-share holders. The other 65% goes to trying to pay off the debt. So let's go into how we're paying off the debt. So that is at 65% goes to paying off the debt. So if you insert that number into there, the way that this works is it looks at how much each time, and there will be rounding errors, and it doesn't work exactly perfectly, but it's a very good indicative number. So what I've done is we need to print 15.6 million toom in order to pay off the debt. So I've added together here F2, see F2 all the way down to F24, so that is 23 epochs, and then that number is greater than the 15.6. Now if I was to subtract an epoch away from that, then you'd be at 15.32, so it wouldn't quite have paid everything off by then. Again, this is only rough to give an indicative how many days roughly. So we're looking at 5.75 days currently, and like I say, if you got a full T-share in there, then you will be paid 27 toom when this goes back up. So logically, I went through all of this last time. I was looking at the price of a T-share against a Phantom. If you take the top price that it's been, and you go from the current price to the top price, you can get roughly how much appreciation you're likely to see. So that's around a 66% upside in respect to Phantom. And then if you do the same thing in dollars, this will be a lower amount because Phantom's gone up a lot since the peak. So there's a 30% upside there, and the reason why we're likely to see this upside is, like I say, currently you are receiving 0.35%. So when you go into the masonry, the current percentage rate is 235%. That number is going to triple to roughly 700%. So that means that instead of receiving per T-share, what's that saying, $120 you would receive per day for a full T-share. When it resumes at full print, you'll be getting $350 per T-share. So effectively, the price of a T-share is definitely going to go up in just over 6 days, just under 6 days time. And the other interesting thing that I learned from this spreadsheet is, if you look here, so on day one, if you're receiving 27 toom, after a month of full printing, which will only happen once utility for toom massively increases to the point where the sell pressure and the buy pressure are equal, and therefore the peg remains above 1 for a full month. But let's say that that was to happen because of the upcoming release of Life, people go and buy lots and lots of toom and push the peg up to the point where we can't destroy it just by printing. If you received on day 1, epoch 1, 27 toom, by the time you've got to the last epoch of the month, you would be getting roughly 3 times more. So that'd be over $1,000 a month just from holding 1 T-share. So the price of a T-share is definitely about to go up. So that makes sense. And the other thing is making sure that we're going to oh, that's not what I want. We're going to maintain the peg. So obviously we've had some volatility recently. That's all off the back of the Bitcoin price. You can see we've got all these bottom areas around here, so there's an immense amount of support for Bitcoin around there, and we've also got this bottom down here, but at any point we could come back down to there, and that's the point where you ought to have some dollars set aside in your account, so or Phantom set aside in your account, and then you can buy the dips. So really, if I'm looking at the Phantom price, I want to be buying T-shares anywhere under the $6,000 mark. So this will be where I start to buy. You can see that other people are also going to be buying in this area here, so that's a key support zone. But other than that, it would take quite a lot of negative pressure to push it back down into this sort of zone. So yeah, I hope that was useful and I didn't go over the same things as the previous video too much. Obviously in a day's time this number's no longer going to be relevant. I think that it's actually closer to 20, speaking to some other people, but this is a rough model and it works. This side of it works perfectly. If I put in the number of T-shares I have here and look at exactly how much was printed, it's perfectly bang on. So this number should be roughly correct, and that's how many days we've got until T-shares shoots back up again. Obviously if Phantom decreases in dollars, then T-shares will decrease in dollars, and if Bitcoin decreases, then potentially Phantom can go down with it. So I'm not saying that we will be at a higher amount in 6 days. I'm just saying that is when the price against a Phantom will definitely be a higher amount. So again, like, subscribe, comment on anything you'd like to see, any improvements you'd like making, and thanks for watching.